To see this place again.
Why not?
I was afraid it would be like this. The same. Not a stone out of place.
You would rather that majestic town?
Only in novels do places crumble to dust for no reason when their spirit is lost.
Your mother?
Lead the way. I no longer have a... Stop goofing around.
I'm pulling up the floor plan. An old summer home built during the Third Republic. It's been vacant since Miss Duclair's assassination. Hopefully these elegant rooms contain some clues about the Duclair family's involvement with the Illuminati. A secret room in the upper part of the house would have been very difficult to conceal. Look for clues in Beth's room. I bet she had a quick way to get to the cellar. What are you looking for?
Oh Lord. My mom's room. Her favorite painting. I can't believe the assassins didn't take it. Oh, the hours she would spend just sitting at that table and staring up at her priceless treasure. My little prison for 18 years. I wanted to be in the city, but I guess Mom thought it was easier to keep her activities secret in the country. before my mother was killed. The login is Nicolette. The password is Chad.
You'll find no one to help you here. Mr. Claire has been inserted in his declaring storage.
The maid did all of the cooking, but Mom always picked out the wine. She was the only one with a key to the cellar. Funny, you know, when I was a little girl, I used to play in the dumbwaiter that goes up to Mom's room. Amazing I didn't break my neck.
In France, the gentry keep their wine in a small cellar to preserve the flavor from heat and sunlight.
What's this? A dungeon? Oh Lord! Oh my God. I had no idea.
So you found Beth's computer.
What is it?
A transmission from Morgan Everett. He wants me to go out the back way through the crypt to a nearby cathedral.
The Cathedral of the Knights Templar?
He didn't say. I'm supposed to access the Majestic 12 computer network.
Yes, Majestic 12 controls the place now. They kill the Knights for their gold reserves. Everett must want you to sneak to that part of town through the sewers that connect to our property.
I thought the Templars vanished centuries ago.
They invented the modern banking system and were its directors under one name or another until Majestic 12 took over.
He said you had a key.
Yes, here it is. The crypt is in the maze behind the chateau. Listen to Everett. He is right to want to avenge the Templars.
access is inside a cathedral that belonged to the Knights Templar until MG-12 slaughtered the Knights for their gold reserves. Look out, JC. I'm picking up heat signatures in the sewers. I think somebody's expecting you.
Sonic's target's here. Very close.
Try to ignore the smell. This sewer connects to a street near the cathedral. You're going the right way. I primarily need you to establish an uplink from the MG-12 network, but I also have uses for that gold. When you locate it, I will send someone to recover it. Prepare to receive a map of the cathedral.
Readings all over the state. Locked on. Funny reading on this one.
someone's dead. Son of a... Watch yourself. This one's so That's one down. Check the area.
The terrorism alert is still active. Oh, I see now. Your friend is waiting by the tracks.
Do you know me?
More gangsters every day. You have weapons? I am selling weapon modifications. 750 for accuracy, 800 for range. Also, I was lucky to find a thermoptic camo, 5,000.
A range weapon mod for 800. Deal.
Here it is. do you want to... Travel advisories are in effect. You travel at your own risk tonight, monsieur. Travel advisories are in effect. Please be advised to stay at home until morning. Travel advisories are in effect.
That's the one.
If you can't get through one of the doors, you'll have to find another way. I'm not sure where the computer system is located.
What's the deal?
Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security. Never depend upon weapons in high tech when there is a simpler solution at hand.
there?
A thief on the roof. My new satellite link has both infrared and the exercise spectrum. I see your heart beating. I see you are afraid. Ah, a good library, worth its weight in gold. Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security. Never depend upon weapons and high tech. There's a simple solution at hand. See? A thief on the roof. Your satellite link has both infrared and the exercise spectrum. I see your heart beating. You are afraid.
Something's in here.
Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security. Never depend upon weapons and high tech when there is a simple solution at hand.
Aim for the head. That's one down. Check the area.
Aha! A trellis. You could climb onto the roof and avoid the security.
Locked on.
Never depend upon weapons. There is a simple solution at hand.
A small blonde mouse. Dumb like a mouse. You keep coming like you forget about Agent Navarre. I remember Agent Navarre. I remember for everyone.
Whoever's out there, give yourself up. That's one down. Check the area. Aim for the...
The globe. Wonderful. My people will take control. I believe you know Chad. I've given... This fort dates back to when the Templars managed the French treasury for Philip the Fair. They moved it here from the Temple in Paris after the crackdown of 1307. The Nazis boxed it up for shipment to Berlin, but had to abandon the cathedral during the evacuation.
Someone's there. I can hear you.
bastards, come to me.
I regret only once. We did certainly teach you how to fight, didn't we?
You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure.
You have nothing. Even if Everett succeeds, you can't synthesize enough vaccine to stop an epidemic. You need a universal constructor, and don't think Page Industries is going to leave one lying around for you to use. Not after you blew up the one in Hong Kong.
I was never properly trained in its operation.
Laugh at it, did. Next time we won't use an old box of bolts like Gunter. The only reason I let him go to Paris is that I was sick of his moaning about Navarra and constant requests for a tune-up.
You sent him because you knew he would fight to the death.
He was the last of the mechs. Next time you will face someone of your own abilities.
I'm getting what I need. Good work. I will now consent to meet you in person. Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
Whoever's out there, give yourself up. That's the one. Okay, go. We're gonna... Voice of a majestic 12 AI. No need to be alarmed. For now, I can protect you and Daedalus for a day or so.
Your systems were very cooperative. Upload complete.
You were... Keep going. Atonway is in the tube below.
You travel at your own risk tonight, monsieur. What do you want to...
You're 7.
What do you...
You're...
Here. Make sure your travel documents are in order. Only a couple of trains are running.
JC Denton, I will take you to Everett, but you will be forbidden to learn the way yourself.
That will be quite a trick.
You will not be armed in any way.
Do what you must.
Step a little closer. See, no inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Professor Tong began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab.
The Illuminati's objective is to govern the world. Do not be deceived.
It would be rather serendipitous if...
Good news, huh? Looks like we might pull this thing off.
Alex, what are you doing here?
Tong sent me. He wanted me to help with the decryption.
Looks like Everett has it all figured out.
Listen quickly. Tong doesn't trust the Illuminati. He sent me here to keep an eye on Everett.
I see. How about the triads? Is the truth going to hold?
Last I heard. But I guess we have other things to worry about now, huh? I'll keep you in touch through your info link. I'll try my best to keep you informed.
Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed.
You won't be hearing from Tong for a while.
Why? The triads?
He said he had some business to take care of. I don't know. He didn't look so good.
Sick?
Either that or something was bothering him. The last thing he said to me, it was something about all the machines in his lab being useless. And then he cut off the connection.
Useless for what?
It was just an outburst. I don't know, but he wants me to wait here for instructions. JC, Tong is serious about Everett. He wants you to be careful. While you're in the air, I guess I'll be helping Everett.
So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world.
The conspiracy is about to begin again, JC, between you and me. Nicolette was wise to bring us together. Wise like her mother. The most effective partnerships, like Beth's and mine, arise from mutual necessity.
I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanway said you cracked the virus.
A trivial matter. Page added nothing to the core design. However, what we need to construct is a carbonyl-carbon ROM module, not exactly a vaccine.
Can it be done without a universal constructor?
No, we need time on a UC. But I know where we might find one, and also gain access to the U.S. military networks.
U.S. military?
To stop Icarus from completely destroying the Daedalus AI. Daedalus is a design of mine. It replaced the old Echelon 3 network.
Echelon. The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled?
More of a pattern matching error. It classified Majestic 12 as a terrorist group, alongside the NSF and Silhouette.
And alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally?
What matters to us is that it opposes Majestic 12. We must help it destroy their intelligence apparatus. But that will require the military networks. I have already contacted Gary Savage of X-51.
The former Area 51 scientists. Are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base?
They are close to completing the UC and have the kind of connection Daedalus will need.
Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg.
Yes, I took the liberty of radioing him. Here is the key to the helipad stairway. The door is in the foyer where Atanwe revived you. Good luck. I will be in contact. Don't forget to say hi to your friend from UNATCO.
Already bumped into him.
Very thoughtful of Tom. My own computer technician. I suppose he... You saw a piece of Echelon 3 in Beth's chateau. We salvaged some of the hardware.
just dinner, but help yourself to a snack.
We have never failed to decipher Majestic 12's plans.
Just got refueled. Been waiting for you.
I talked to Savage. Sounds like Vandenberg may be in some trouble. Get in.
Let's go.
The snipers heard your helicopter and took off. You guys saved my life.
I'm glad you're all right. Why is Majestic 12 attacking?
You with the NSF?
We have a common enemy, if that's what you mean.
MJ-12 is short of UC. They lost the one in Hong Kong, and now something has happened to the Pasadena Ocean Lab.
Are the Vandenberg labs safe?
The base is locked down until we can destroy the enemy bots. Unfortunately, MJ-12 disabled our own bot defense system, and no one has been able to activate the backup power.
I could give it a shot. Where are the controls?
There are 2 separate units at the west end of the base. It won't be easy. MJ-12 has hacked the security grid and taken control of nearly all of our defenses. Turrets, cameras, alarms, and they have snipers everywhere.
Easier than a straight fight with military bots.
I suppose you're right. I can give you a map. One of the units is in the main complex. The other one is in an exposed location. The activation code is 5868.
Someone's there. I can hear you. Bogey! Watch yourself. We're gonna need some reinforcements.
Watch yourself. This one's some kind of myth. Who's there? Whoever's out there, give yourself up. He's down. Let's try to get an ID. That's the one. Okay, drop him. That's the one. Okay, drop him.
goes another one. 2 left. Enemy down. One more bot. The scientist can open the security doors. You won't find cover in the comm building. Base is locked down until the bots are destroyed. That's the last of them. The base is no longer under lockdown. Maybe someone in the communications building can put you in touch with Savage. I'm gonna leave you for a bit. Believe it or not, Tong's in California. Sounds like he's in trouble.
I need to talk to Gary Savage.
How does it look out there? We got those bots brand new from a guy in Hong Kong, but I guess we should have locked down the power grid, huh?
I took care of the enemy bots, but there might be a few snipers left. Be careful.
We think Dr. Savage and the others are in the control room in the second floor of the command building, but communications are down. The person we sent to find them hasn't reported back. We gave him our key to the control room.
I'll check it out if you want. How do I get there?
The trapdoor in the back room goes down to the utility tunnels, which connect to the command building. We had to send someone that way because of the shooting. Maybe he didn't make it through the radiation. I don't know. He had no protection. The only hazard suits are in the command building itself.
You saved our asses.
That was quite a battle.
JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, get him to help you uplink Daedalus. The Milnet computer should be near the control room on the second floor of the command building. JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, get him to help you uplink Daedalus. The Milnet computer should be near the control room on the second floor of the command building. JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, get him to help you uplink Daedalus. The Milnet computer should be near the control room on the second floor of the command building. JC, I'm depending on you. When you find Savage, get him to help you uplink Daedalus. The Milnet computer should be near the control room on the second floor of the command
survive much longer. Help me acquire MillNet access. I must attack. I must attack.
Mr. Carter.
Yep, they ran the old dog out.
You were dismissed?
All of us career types. They want cadets who've never been anywhere except UNATCO and the UNATCO Academy.
Easier to manage, I suppose.
Time to come out here and lend a hand. I knew what Savage was up against. I just didn't want to admit it.
It's an honor to have you with us, sir.
All right, enough bawling our eyes out. We've got work to do.
We saw the battle through the cameras.
You saved our lives. Dr. Savage would like to thank you.
I'm Dr. Savage. Thank you. We were close to surrendering when you landed.
J.C. Denton. I'm working with Morgan Everett of the Illuminati. He's developed a cure for the Great Death, and we were hoping to get time on your UC to manufacture it.
Everett contacted me just before the attack. Naturally, we'll manufacture the cure once the computer's back up and we get a containment unit for the UC.
How close are you to being operational?
My daughter's on an expedition to the Ocean Lab right now to find a schematic for the containment vessel. But Lord knows when the computer will be back up. It was damaged during the attack.
I'll look at it. In addition to the UC, Everett and I need your connection to the MillNet.
Yes, he said something about an artificial intelligence. The Echelon system. Something called Icarus and Daedalus.
Another attack happening as we speak. I'll explain later.
Well, the main terminal is in the room at the top of the stairs. Log in G Savage, password Tiffany. I'll open the doors. I would say it's too dangerous. A lot of damaged equipment and hot power lines up there. But until the computers are...
I didn't want to admit that UNATCO could be corrupted, but finally...
Just bring up the system for Savage. I'll route Daedalus through your info link. Don't worry, there's very little risk. Losing Daedalus. Yes. Hold on, something's...
You forgot about the Aquinas Protocol. I was listening to Daedalus all along, waiting.
The AIs seem to be merging.
And I have another surprise, Denton. Find Savage in the control room. I have an announcement.
Something went wrong, JC. I'm looking into it.
Excellent. We're all here.
You aren't in a position to make any demands, Paige.
On the contrary, my mission might have failed, but so did yours. I captured your daughter an hour ago.
Tiffany.
She's been quite forthcoming. So you were hoping to find a containment unit in the Ocean Lab?
I demand to see my daughter immediately.
Well, like you, we lack certain components of a universal constructor. The reaction modules you stole when you left Area 51 to go into business for yourself.
Don't negotiate.
Oh yes, Mr. Denton. I wanted you here for a reason. Look at me. You interfere in any way, I will kill that young woman. I mean it. I want those components, Savage. You will bring them to the abandoned gas station west of Vandenberg in exactly 1 hour.
You hurt my daughter, and I swear to God.
Bring me the reaction modules.
I don't think we have a choice. I should have never let her go. Paige will resume production of the plague if he gets the components to build a UC. I know. But I can't let them kill Tiffany. Tell them you're sending someone with the components. I'll have my pilot drop me off where they're holding your daughter. Maybe I can rescue her. That's too risky. We don't have a choice. Trust me, she'll be fine. Yes, we've got to try it. Just don't let anything happen to her. Mr. Denton, thank you. Here's a photograph so that you can identify her.
Tiffany is Gary's only child.
Tiffany is the last of Gary's family.
You think I'm doing the right thing? Going after Savage's daughter?
Absolutely. Never negotiate with a terrorist.
Tiffany could lose her life.
Never negotiate. You will only encourage more acts of terror. Besides, you're gonna bring Tiffany back alive.
Yes, sir. I'll do what I can to get her back.
All right, I've landed. You won't believe this, but I have Tong with me. He looks pretty sick. Savage has promised to get him.
JC, hello?
What's wrong?
An error. One of the experiments. I have the Grey Death.
He flew into San Jose and had no way to get here.
I am not a high-order term in the equation anymore. Do not concern yourselves with me.
You aren't dead yet, Tong. Savage will take care of you.
I'm here for selfish reasons. To have access to the cure.
Let's just hope we're able to manufacture it. Savage's daughter failed to get the parts he needs for the UC. She's being held prisoner by Majestic 12.
We should get moving. Tony Maris is on the way to help Tong.
By all means, go. You don't have time to stay.
Get in, JC. I got a little rattle under the control panel. This old bird can still flap her wings.
A rattle? Maybe one of Savage's mechanics should look at it.
Tiffany comes first. I think that mechanic at Everett's just didn't know how to use a screwdriver. Let's go. I'm gonna stay back until you have Tiffany. Then I'll touch down in the junkyard to the south. Try to make a silent approach. If the guards think it's a raid, they might decide to kill Savage's daughter.
How's it going?
Huh? Down, man. It's going down and it keeps going down.
You're a long way from a city. How do you get by out here?
We were living in the gas station.
They threw us out.
The soldiers?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in there while they're sleeping and start a fire.
If you ever did one thing you talked about doing.
I know my business, woman.
I'm going in there right now. What's the best way?
Myself. I was gonna take the sewer. See, I got a key.
Mind if I borrow it?
Sure, man. You go in first and scout around. I'll go later when they're fast asleep and won't suspect a thing. Need any hardware? The Army used to have a command post up there. I found weapon mods for accuracy and recoil, which you can have for $750 and $400. Also a rebreather. How about 15?
Give me the accuracy weapon.
Give 'em hell.
JC, remember me?
Sandra, what are you doing in California?
Long story.
I'm freezing my...
You weren't kidding about leaving New York.
Here I am, other side of the continent.
How'd you end up at a vacant gas station near the ruins of Los Angeles?
I was hitching a ride to Eugene and this jerk pulls a gun on me, takes everything I have, and dumps me on the side of the road.
That's terrible.
I was pretty down for a while.
You can always go back.
No, I know how to stick to a plan. I'll walk to Eugene if I have to.
Well, good luck.
Thanks.
I don't have to stand for this. I know my rights.
You don't got rights.
Just keep my eye out for the highway.
Believe it or not, sometimes I miss the time.
Bogey! That's the one. Okay, drop it.
Target's here. Target locked. Taking dead.
Request backup.
Your father sent me. You all right?
They caught me at the submarine base trying to steal one of their mini-subs.
Do you really think there's a containment unit in the ocean lab?
All we need's a schematic, as long as the main computer isn't waterlogged.
We'll talk about that later. Come on, let's go.
I'm not going back to that base. You want to check it out? Great. Here's a map that shows a back way into the sub-base.
I'll check it out. First, let's get you out of here. Wait.
Right. I'm ready. Got it.
Good, you both made it. Dr. Savage will be relieved.
Can you take her back to Vandenberg while I check out the submarine base? I'm gonna make another try to reach the Ocean Labs UC.
Sure, I'll drop you off on the way.
Give yourself up. We have the authority here.
Aim for the head.
You Denton? Savage said to expect someone on a mission to the Ocean Lab.
Denton's an old code name from my UNATCO days, but it seems to have stuck.
I have a map of the facility. Also, you can use my login, A. Pinkerton, password, Antennapedia. You will need it for the computers in the URV bay.
Thanks. You one of the scientists Savage lost to Majestic 12?
My situation here is temporary. I still report to Gary Savage.
Regulations forbid us from talking to outsiders.
Something tells me you don't have permission to be down here.
Don't even think about setting off an alarm.
I was just going to suggest that you avoid the guards. You could swim through this tank to a feeding hole in the storage room. The hatch code is 1223. Watch out for the Karkian, though.
Great. Maybe I'll give it a try.
Someone should expose what's going on here.
Why do you stay? They have a gun?
You could say that. They have us doing standard experiments on marine animals. Homeotic stuff.
Doesn't sound too sinister.
Either they don't know what to do with us, or the significance of the data is a well-kept secret.
Well, hang in there.
Wait for him to move again.
Guy in a coat, I'm checking it out. That's That's the one. Okay, drop it. Did anybody else hear something?
The URV bay is in this module. You might not hear from me again. I'm not sure if the transmission can reach the ocean. We'll find out.
You must be Denton.
How?
I've been in contact with Dr. Savage. If you want to take one of the mini-subs, you'll have to open the sub-bay doors. Use the security terminal, log in tech, password Sharkman.
Thanks.
Be discreet about it. It's important to X-51 that I keep my position here. We don't have time for chit-chat.
I'm unarmed.
case you were wondering, Helios intercepted your transmission. We accessed the Ocean Lab computers ourselves, which means our UCs will be operational shortly.
Meanwhile, we will be manufacturing a cure to the virus.
A cure? Do you have any idea how easy it will be for me to make a new virus? All I have to do is find a very large prime number and multiply.
And all we have to do is crack the code.
Mathematically unlikely, as are your chances of leaving the Ocean Lab, by the way.
Your next page. Your greatest strength was secrecy, but now we know everything, including your present location.
Always the optimist. You would need an army to attack me at Area 51, and pretty soon, if the missile is accurate, your X-51 will be a thin, gray smudge where Vandenberg used to be.
Experiment. You'll be the last prototype we have to discard. If you recall our chat in the break room at UNATCO, you know that I have the same augmentation technology as you.
Then this will be a good...
With the exception that I have a newer version of the firmware. You should have surrendered.
Hurry!
room at UNATCO.
You stupid young rebel.
If you
Specs.
If you recall,
That would happen.
if you recall our chat in the break room at UNATCO,
Leave me alone.
Dr. Savage is waiting for you on the roof of the command module on shore.
Someone should expose what's going on here.
You made it.
How long until the UC is up?
Tonight, if the schematics are accurate. But we have another problem.
Page said he was launching a missile at Vandenberg.
Exactly. His troops occupied a silo to the north of here.
Has he made any demands?
The launch sequence has started. No demands. They want to wipe us out.
I'll have Jock get me there as quick as he can.
Good. Hey, thanks again for saving my daughter. I brought you something from the lab. A token of my appreciation.
Not necessary. I'm just glad she's all right.
Take it. You might want to upgrade your systems. Sooner or...
Hold on.
I got it right. We'll take care of Tom.
Let's go.
myself